Well, good morning to all, or good afternoon, depending on when you're viewing this video. I'm the new kid on the block. I'm not very experienced, but I seem to feel I've got a fair amount of knowledge to sort of share. We'll probably be learning together in a lot of this stuff, so I'd love to have comments and suggestions, and maybe eventually go into direct messaging work and maybe sharing video. My name is Mark S Macy, and this is going to be my series on gold. That nice yellow stuff. Now I can show a vial here, but it probably doesn't show very well about the gold. Also, we do some very interesting looking rocks. That's a quartz, I believe, and it's got some strains through it, but I need to look at it a little better and maybe even find somebody locally that's also an aficionado of the hobby of gold prospecting, but also a rock hound, so maybe he can tell me and then I can relay on to you guys and gals what it is. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to go through a series of, for right now, the first one will be, I've got three gold units.
Well, now this is the equipment I was talking about earlier. Now we have in front of us the blue bowl, then a standard 30-inch sluice, and then maybe a 36-inch miller's table. The problem is this little tube here fits on the miller's table, but I want to adjust it to be able to fit on the sluice as well, so I can run both the miller's table and the sluice off the same tube. Now I need to build adapters into the tube to make it work, but because I have to use, or I want to try to use this pump here, 750 GPH.
I kind of figured out how to use the PVC tubing setting up on the miller's table to produce the water flow on my sluice, but the problem is that the water pump that came with the miller's table is not powerful enough to run a legitimate run a sluice. I want to work with recycling water systems here at my house. Excuse me. I'm going to be going through how I'm going to set up a ball valve to control the water flow and move up to a larger, let's say, underwater pump, the pump that came with the blue bowl. Now the difference is the blue bowl pump is about 750 GPS, where the miller's table is about 350 GPS. So as you can tell, that's twice as much volume to move of water. The ball valve will give me substantially better control over water flow on all three systems, which I think is imperative in order to get the best use out of all. Now I will be running pay dirt from a claim that I'm a member of. I'm a member of the GPAA currently, and so I do have access to some claims. I use Google Earth to locate the claims, map them out, get a view of the terrain before I can go up. I then will also be running beach sand from along the California beaches. I'm here in San Jose, California, by the way. Years ago, in about the 1930s, during the Depression, it seems that a lot of men and women were prospecting the sand in the San Lorenzo River mouth down in Santa Cruz, California, where I grew up. So I'm going to be pulling sand from that beach area, mouth area, along the coast going up to the San Francisco Bay. The San Francisco Bay current coming out is estimated to have tons and tons of very fine gold being washed out into the Pacific current that goes down north to south along the beaches. So we're going to see about that. Currently, I'm also have about 5 or 6 pounds of Michigan Lake Superior beach sand I'm going to be trying to run. and I would be very, very interested in having anybody from the Gold Beach, Oregon area contact me and maybe send me down a couple pounds there. Now, also for some of this stuff, the sand coming from other people, not companies like Paydirt and what have you, from whoever. I'll pay for the shipping. So again, this is going to be not quite like your standard everyday YouTube video gold prospecting type of thing. I do have a lot of stuff. I even have a small beginner's metal detector. I may try to use that every now and then. On the beaches, it'd probably be good just to finding old jewelry and watches and what have you, but you never know. So, if you wish to comment, please feel free to comment on the comment section below. And also over here to the right will be the subscribe and like button. Please feel free to subscribe and hit the like button. It seems that the general idea is the more people that hit the like button, the more this video gets shared out to the world. So again, feel free to comment, give some suggestions, and if you want to enter into some private communications, you can do so via my email address, which will be listed in the profile or the Show Me More section of this video system. Thank you very much for your time, and as I move forward, I will see if I can do the best for you. This is, I know, kind of a hammy type of situation here. It's not all the bright lights and the good, strong, professional production, which I don't think we really want to be interested in that. But I will improve as time moves forward. Again, thank you for viewing the video. Hope to hear from you. Hit the subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.